Okay, UFC 167 is this weekend. We got George vs. St-Pierre versus Johny Hendricks for the welterweight title. GSP is obviously the champ. Johny Hendricks is the #1 contender. Both of these fighters have recently beat Carlos Condit. So I'm going to refer to their fights with him a lot in this video because Carlos Condit, actually, it was a really close fight between both fighters. And I think he's the third best out of the in the welterweight division behind these two. All right, so let me get right into it. George vs. St-Pierre. This is like his 10th title defense. Really good wrestler, really good striker. Has one of the best conditioning fighters in the sport. Period. I mean, his stamina, his ability to outwork all of his opponents all through 5 rounds is amazing. You know, he's all around a good fighter. He has speed. Doesn't really have the biggest power, but he makes up with it by outworking you and you know, his pressure. So that's his style. You know, that's the reason why he's been champ for so many years now. He has a huge resume. I mean, this guy is one of the best, top 5 pound for pound best MMA fighters out there. Now, Johny Hendricks, also a very good wrestler. His wrestling goes back to way before he started fighting MMA. He has a lot of power. He's not as good as a striker as GSP is, but he has a lot of power, especially in his left hook. So, you know, you definitely got to look out for that. Everybody thinks Johny Hendricks is actually going to win this fight because of that one reason alone, because of that power in his left hook. He has one punch knockout power, okay, and that's what he's been doing in most of his fights. Really good, like I said, really good at wrestling ability. Both of these guys are not really big on submitting people, all right? They don't really submit. They have good wrestling ability where they, you know, they take you. They have, they're really good at takedowns, and they have good takedown defense. But other than that, that's really where the similarities kind of end right there. Okay. As far as GSP, as far as the fight is concerned, this Johny Hendricks has all the weapons he needs to beat GSP. I mean, if anybody gonna beat GSP, it's this guy. This is gonna be the fight right here. I mean, as far as welterweight, okay, this is gonna be the one. Most people that I know so far saying Johny Hendricks is gonna win the fight. But I'm gonna get to the breakdown now. Now, when GSP fought Carlos Condit, if you don't know, he's a really good striker, all right? He's tall, he has good kicks, punches, he has a good knee. Not really a wrestler, not really submitter. His ground game is not really that good, and his takedown defense is not really that good neither. This is actually reason why he lost to both GSP and Johny Hendricks, because they were able to take him down at will. His fight against GSP. Now, even though Carlos Condit is a really good striker, I feel like when he was fighting on foot with GSP, it was kind of even, you know. Carlos Condit was a little bit more active on his feet, but I want to say GSP was a little bit more better with his timing, a little bit better at countering than Carlos Condit was. Now, not only that, but GSP obviously have the wrestling advantage over him. So GSP always, you know, kept wrestling him, out wrestling him, taking him down, and that's how he was winning the fight based off points, which he usually does. In the middle rounds, though, GSP got kicked. He caught a kick, got hurt real bad, caught some knees. I believe it was the 3rd round. This was a 5th round fight. Got hurt really bad. You know what? He survived it and he won the last 2 rounds. So, you know, just pretty much outworking Carlos Condit. So, the fight went well. It was close, being that GSP got hurt really, really bad. But outside of that, I feel like GSP dominated the fight. I think he won all the other rounds except the one round that he was hurt in. So the fight with Johny Hendricks and Carlos Condit was a 3-round fight. All right, lot closer fight in my opinion. This fight was after Carlos Condit was is a lot even taller than Johny Hendricks. Johny Hendricks is pretty short. I think he's shorter than GSP, and he used his he used his reach and his height advantage against Johny Hendricks, and I think he was outclassing him on his feet with the striking. The only thing is Johny Hendricks would just try to rush inside and land that left hook. But Carlos Condit is a tough dude. He has a really good chin, a lot better than GSP. I think GSP chin is not really that great. So he was able to survive all of the strikes from Johny Hendricks. But what he wasn't able to stop was the wrestling and the takedown. Johny Hendricks pretty much took him down every time he went for it. It was really that easy. And even though Carlos Condit dominated him in the 3rd round with strikes, it just wasn't enough because Johny Hendricks would just grab him and take him to the ground whenever he felt he was in trouble. So the way I see this fight going, it could go so many. It's so many options. Everybody just saying knockout or or a decision by knockout by Johny Hendricks or decision by GSP. The way that I see it, if GSP is gonna win this fight, it will definitely be by decision, by outworking him. If you look at his record, you'll see pretty much almost all of his fights go to decision. All right, he outworks his opponents for 5 rounds straight. But Johny Hendricks is, like I said, he has that 1-punch knockout power. And I'm sure he's going to be going to try to knock this guy out early because Hendricks' stamina is not as good. If you watch the fight with him and Carlos Condit in the 3rd round, he was gassed out. He's short, he's stocky, he's a bigger guy. But he's not nearly as athletic as GSP is. So the way I see it, I see Hendricks trying to knock him out, especially early. The first 2 rounds is what I want to see. If he's able to knock him out in the first couple of rounds, then that's how he's gonna win. If he hurts him, and which is very possible. I think it's very possible he might hurt GSP, get him on the ground, and it could be a 1-punch knockout, or he can hurt him and he could get on top of him, and the ref could to stop the fight, from a barrage of punches. So that's the way I see Johny Hendricks winning this fight, from a barrage of punches or 1-punch knockout. All right. I don't really see him winning any other way. If it goes to decision, I don't see him dominating GSP for 5 whole rounds. If he's gonna dominate him, he's gonna knock him out. He's not gonna dominate him, outwork him. He's not that type of fighter. As far as GSP, I think he's going to win. I already said he's going to outwork him. I think he's superior at striking. Very superior, very smart, very good at countering. He's a better striker than Johny Hendricks, but he just doesn't have the power to really hurt Johny Hendricks on his feet. So I believe GSP is going to try to out-wrestle him. Now, being that they're both good at wrestling, this is how I think it's gonna go. One of them, let's just say they're even in wrestling, right? Let's just say they're even because they're both really good. I expect GSP to wrestle more, try to out wrestle him more, because he knows that this guy can knock him out. Okay, Johny Hendricks is gonna try to knock him out. Okay, Johny Hendricks will prefer to fight on his feet and try to knock him out. See, when he forced Carlos Condit, it was different because Condit is not really good at wrestling and he's easy to take down. Being that GSP is a lot harder to take down and he's a lot more good and competitive at wrestling, I feel like Hendricks is going to try to go for the knockout more than wrestling. So I think this is where GSP is going to shine and outworking him, because GSP knowing that he's going to try to out wrestle him and try to GSP knowing that this guy can knock him out, he is going to try to go for the takedown when he can, especially if he ever gets caught. So the way I see it is GSP might entertain him a little bit at striking, but he's going to be really careful. And then, you know, he's really unorthodox. It's really hard to tell what he's about to do. Predict GSP is really hard to predict. You know, he'll go and stand there, act like he's gonna, you know, fight with you on feet, and then before you know it, you know, before Hendricks come in with one of those hooks, he'll go and take him down. You know, so I feel like GSP is gonna do more at the wrestling part to win this fight. So with that being said, this is the only two ways I see the fight going. I say Hendricks by knockout, second or third, before the second or third round. All right, it's not gonna go past with 3. Definitely not 3. But if he wins, it's gonna be a knockout in one of those rounds, or GSP by decision. All right, in the 5th round. I think GSP is gonna win the fight. I know everyone thinks Hendricks is gonna knock him out, but I don't want to, you know, I can't bet against this guy. I think GSP is going to be smart. I think his superior athleticism is going to win him this match. And I think he's going to outwork Johny Hendricks. And we're going to see in the 1st round how the remainder of the fight is going to go. I think GSP is going to take him down first. And even if he doesn't, even if Hendricks goes for the takedowns, I still think GSP is going to have that fire left in a later round. If this is a wrestling match, if this is going to be a wrestling match, I think 5 rounds GSP is going to take it, because he's better at stamina and he's going to outwork him. So that's the way I see the fight going. If he gets knocked out, then he gets knocked out. I don't really mind being wrong. I just want to give a good analysis on the fight. All right, I'm a fan of both of these guys. I like watching both of these guys, and even with the winner, whoever the winner is, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. All right, so leave comments on who you think is going to win and why, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at wavy_10. You can look on the bottom of the video. I have my Twitter account on there, and follow me on Twitter if you want to talk about the fight, or UFC, or MMA, or boxing, or whatever. And thanks for watching the video.